Mel Albin. I'm the host and the founder of the Jazz Confusion
My
Power
name
Hour.
is Dion Parson, and I'm honored to share my passion of music with you, our listening audience, through my cultural heritage.
Things can change for you too. If you want to be brand new, that is absolutely possible.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Jazz Confusion Power Hour. I'm your host, Mel Albin, and I want to welcome everybody to another edition. We have an exciting guest for you tonight. Let me first tell you, for those who are new to the Power Hour, a little bit about it. I founded the Power Hour because I wanted to feature some of the best in jazz, R&B, and soul, and let you get to know artists that make the music that you love. So you get to hear not only their story, but we're also going to play some of the music for you too, and have them explain to you the process of creating that music. So we take you backstage into the mind and daily life of the artist, and we try to give you something a little extra. So when you leave and you listen to the music, you'll know how the artist went ahead and pursued their career and spent all the time and effort to make the music that we love. The Power Hour broadcasts weekly on the Source TV radio network, live and streaming 4K and Dolby True HD. Source is a nonprofit 501c3 radio station. We support jazz and Black minority micro businesses. We support these small Black and minority businesses to build scale so they can get on the finance industry radar and ultimately create and increase the generational transfer of wealth, assisting communities with equality and equity. We depend on listener contributions, donations, and the artists who appear on our shows for mutual support to cover this course of broadcasting. So any donations are greatly appreciated, and remember, they're always tax deductible. The Power Hour has had over 125 amazing artists, well known and becoming well known, musicians and vocalists too. Some of the artists on the Power Hour have included Eric Roberson, Mesa, Brian Culbertson, Paul Brown, Raheem DeVaughn, Reagan Whiteside, Alex Harris, Greg Adams, Tom Brown, Costello, Samara Joy, Pieces of a Dream, Kamasi Washington, Kiko Matsui, Kim Scott, Sheryl Crow, Billy Ocean, Annie Lennox, Dwelle, Costello, Maria Antoinette, Jay Brown, Yulia, Blake Aaron, Terry Wollman, Her, Selena Johnson, Erin Stevenson, Jeff Bradshaw, Dion Parson, Tammy McCann, Jeff Beck, and Eric Burden. So you can see from the variety of artists we've had on, it crosses over from jazz to soul to blues, and occasionally we have country artists on our show too. Tonight is no exception. We have a Filipino American singer and songwriter whose musical journey continues to uplift and inspire all those who listen to her music. Through her timeless voice and unwavering spirit, she redefines what it means to live a life of purpose and passion. Her voice flows with elegance and authenticity, effortlessly navigating through genres including soul, R&B, jazz, pop, Broadway, bossa nova, and standards. Her love for music was ignited at a young age, often sneaking into local singing contests and returning home with a top prize. She grew up in a musically rich environment in the Philippines. Her aunt played jazz and standards regularly, often singing and playing the piano, while her uncle was a well-known pianist in the Philippines. These early influences, along with artists like Sergio Mendes, Anita Baker, Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Patti Austin, Barbra Streisand, Natalie Cole, deeply shaped her musical taste. Her mission, both personally and professionally, is clear: to encourage others, especially women, to believe in the power of their dreams. That mission materialized with the release of her album, Here Is Where We Meet, a long envisioned goal now realized. So please, welcome tonight's special guest, the wonderful Heidi Tan.
Hi, how
Welcome.
are you? Hi,
Welcome.
how are you? Nice to
Good.
meet you.
Nice.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, we've texted for a long time, but we never got to meet. So it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
It's my pleasure. It's more than a pleasure to me. It's a
Good.
privilege.
That's how I feel too. I always like to start off my show with my special guests telling everyone listening or watching what's cooking. What new music do you have in the works? I know you have a new release we're going to play tonight. And what upcoming concerts, events are you working on for the remainder of 2025?
Well, to start with, I'm going to Hawaii next month for the Aloha Jazz Festival. I guess it's been all over Facebook and social media. I'll be with 15 artists. We'll be performing from August 21 to 25. It's going to be at Hilton Waikiki. I can't remember all the artists, but I know Kim Scott, Lynn Roundtree, Nathan Mitchell, Carol, Albert, Felicia, and Jacob Webb. They're the organizers. They're the CEOs, and happened to win the competition to make the lineup last December. I joined the competition, and I was just okay. Let's try it because they said, "Why don't you join the competition and see maybe we're rooting for you?" Like, okay, let's see. And I didn't realize I would win. I had no idea, to be honest. And they sent
Uh,
me a message December like, "You won."
that's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
great. So, you released a single just recently. Are you planning to release the rest of the album, or what's happening with that?
We have so many. I have to focus because sometimes it's just so many people you're talking to, like, where do I start, what should I do? But I want to outline the songs that I'm trying to do. I'm working with Lavell Powell, which is the first time we've worked together. I don't know how talented this guy is. He's so underrated, and he has worked for films and television. So we kind of met last year at my show at the View Music Bar, and said, "Let's work. Let's try to work on a song." And I started writing lyrics, and I sent it to him, and he came up with the melody, and there you go. And then I was just so shocked, but with all the teamwork, and I've been talking to Lynn for years. Like, Lynn, maybe we should work one day, and I felt like this is the project that I could get Lynn on it. So, but I know Lynn for like since 2022. I think something that year that.
Lynn's
Mhm.
a great horn player, and by the way, Lavelle Powell is one of my dearest, closest friends.
He is. He told
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Lavelle and I go back at least 10 years, and I've watched him emerge from being a songwriter, and being a song producer and a musician to
Yes,
doing scoring for Hollywood movies.
he
And
does. I was like
yeah,
blown away.
yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's
He's
something
extreme.
else.
Lavelle, if you're listening in, brother, I love you, and you're very talented.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
well, that's wonderful. Let's start by telling people something about your musical background. I mentioned
Yes.
you were born in the Philippines, but what about your household as a child? Did you play an instrument? Was there music in your house? Why don't you tell us a little bit about your early years and how you came to music even before you decided on a career?
I just remember everybody's playing piano. Like, there's a teacher coming every single day, and they would, like, my aunt would learn how to play. Sometimes they get annoyed because why is she always here every day? We can't play. Like, okay, but I'm more interested in what they're doing than they're more interested in what they're learning, right? At 5, like, they're not really interested. I'm more interested in what she's doing, and I started trying to self-taught myself how to play piano, and then I could hear something on the radio, and I would replicate and try play it on the piano. So I kind of learned how to play piano as well. And then my mom sings, and then my dad sings. So, and everybody plays like jazz, old standard jazz, like Ella, Billie Holiday, like, those are the music that I have heard all my childhood, like all those Barbra Streisand, Ella, Sarah Vaughan. So kind of got interested in jazz, but it's probably really me. I have an old soul, so it's just probably me because my sisters are not into jazz. It's just me.
Well, tell me a little bit about the environment outside of your home, where you were raised in the Philippines. What were the musical influences outside your home too?
Well, we have choir. Of course, I sing for choir, for church choir, and I used to join a glee club in grade school, high school, and we would win a competition for Glee Club, but I was not a solo. I was doing a lot of competition for choir. But growing up, they would always call me. Let's call Heidi to sing. When the intermission number, we would call someone. Someone would dance. But I would be the one singing or dancing. That's what I do when I was in grade. I was not scared to sing on in the middle, a lot with a lot of people. I don't have any stage fright, and I would sing some competition, and I would not even tell my mom, like, Mom, by the way, I won like second place today. Like, what? Yeah, I just want to.
Did you participate in any music programs in school?
More of the Glee Club, because it's official, because we compete. It's an interchoral choir competition. So we would compete with other schools within the city, the metro. So we would win. So I remember that.
Do you remember when you thought about writing your first song?
I remember, you know what? It's not even writing. I remember I used to make scripts. When I was in grade school, I would make script. Like, I would like have some people and have put scripts on what they're gonna be saying. It's like a storytelling. That's how I started writing. Like, oh, you should do that. And there was a story. There was a storyline and everything. And I used to draw a lot of cartoon characters. I remember when I was in grade school, I used to draw a lot.
Well, it's interesting because that kind of training, when you started to really develop songwriting, your songs tell stories.
It tells stories,
And
exactly.
you had that background.
Yeah.
When did you determine that you want to be a full-time artist? Now, I know you went to college, and
Yes.
and in college you studied business,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because my mom would not let me sing full time if I don't finish college. She said, "Oh, you can't do that." I mean, but I would do that on the side. Like 17, I would be in a big stage in Manila, and my friends would support me. I was 17, but I'm singing with this band. Some bands when I was 16, 17, but it was just a fun for me. I didn't even know it would be a full time. It's just, I just love performing, and my friends like, Heidi can sing. Let her sing. We give her like, let her sing on the stage. Like, and I used to go to bands like jam. There's like show in the Philippines. We have a lot of musical places that you can go. So yeah, let her Heidi sing this song. Call her. I would join some bands jam. When I was 16, 15. I remember that. So it wasn't full
but you
time yet.
but did you think that you wanted to do it full time, or were
No,
you still
no,
weren't convinced? Okay.
I did not know.
When did you know?
I did know because, yeah, right before college, I was joining this band. And right after graduation, I think I was only 20, 21. Like, I told my mom I'm applying for jobs. Like, Mom, I have to go out because I apply for banks. I'm working part time in banks, but I was rehearsing. I was commuting. I didn't have a car, and I have to practice every day for a band. And then that band got a gig, so we're gonna be singing every single night in this hotel, and 6 nights. And I had to tell my mom, Mom, I'm so sorry, but I'll be singing with this. Oh, six now. What? I thought you were applying for a job. Nope. Oh my, gee. I thought you're working at this bank. No, because they gave me a 6 nights gig. So I'm gonna stay in the hotel. I don't have to stay here. I only come home like weekends. So that it became a full time. It's 6 nights. So what, you can't complain. It's a residence
And was that in Manila?
in Manila. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like
Well,
20. Yeah.
so would you date that as your point in life where you decided you want to be a musician?
Yeah, pretty much, because there's nothing I can do. I'm singing like 6 nights a week. So yeah, pretty much I think this is my calling. So I had kind of embraced it. Yeah, that's just how it
So
started.
yeah, I want to play some of your music for everybody so they can hear your wonderful voice and your song composition.
To
But
you.
I'm curious, when did you come to the U.S.?
I came here like, I think late 2006, 2007.
And
Yes,
did you come here?
2007.
Did you come here as a musician, as an artist?
I came here as an artist because before that I was actually we had an invitation to perform for Lions Club. So they gave me an artist visa because I'm performing for a fundraising, and then they gave me an artist visa. I applied for an artist visa, so I was able to stay here for a while. So
And so you went directly to California from the Philippines.
yeah, I went to San Francisco first, but you know what? I didn't stay here yet, and then I came back. So I went to Guam. I had a little stint in Guam. So, but before that, the 20s, after 1 year singing with the band, that's when I traveled as a solo artist in Singapore, Indonesia, singing in hotels and clubs. That's kind of before the US. I was traveling back and forth.
Well, tell me a little bit more about that period of time. Did you have a manager, a booking agent?
Yes.
I mean, how did you get? Okay, and how did you meet a manager or a booking agent? How did you go
They find
about?
you. They find you. You don't find them. They find you.
Oh,
yeah.
they found you. They found
They
you.
found us. Yeah, they can find you. Yeah. Said, oh, you want to go to Japan? You want to go to Singapore? This like 6 months, 3 months. You're gonna stay in this hotel. You're gonna stay in this condo. You're gonna be performing every night or for 5 nights a week. So you stay in this condo or you're gonna stay in this hotel. So everything's paid. Your airfare, your food, everything's paid. So I don't spend anything. I just sing every night. That's all I do. It was fun. So much fun.
What did your mother think about all this?
Yeah, Heidi. Yeah. What can we do? She's a singer.
That's wonderful. But look, I want people to hear your music, and I want to start off playing Island Summer. So
Okay.
why don't you tell people the backstory on this song? I love this song. And how did it come about?
Island Summer is funny because Kinsman Dasman, Michael J. Calhoun, he's the original member of that Das band, right? So he talked to me. We've been talking for like over 2 years, and he said, Heidi, would you like to do the background vocals of the song? So no, I don't do background. Either I sing the song or I sing it with you. He said, okay, maybe we can sing it as a duet. So, but I was having a show at on last August, and I said maybe I should just sing it by myself because I have no one to sing it with. There's no guy. And then he changes my, you know what? Maybe you should just sing the song yourself. So he gifted it to me. Yeah, it became my song.
So you didn't write it. You
I
were
did
just
not. It's Michael who wrote that song.
What's Michael's last name?
Michael J. Calhoun
Okay.
from Kinsman Dasman. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's play Island Summer, and then we'll come back and
Yes.
talk some more. Okay.
Sure. And
On the beach down by the sea, it was like a fantasy. Island summer on my mind. I remember when we met, the moment I'll never forget. Island summer on my mind. We were just a kiss away from Montego Bay. Island summer on my mind. You're even in my dreams, my Caribbean king. Island summer on my mind. One and one makes two, just like me and you. Island summer on my mind. We partied every day and danced the night away. Island summer on my mind. We were just a kiss away from Montego Bay. Island summer on my mind. You're even in my dreams, my Caribbean king. Island summer on my mind. Sweet honey wine just to relax the mind. It took us on a natural high. Coconut trees and the Jamaican breeze. It was a wonderful, beautiful
Oh, that was wonderful. That's
The
really beautiful.
saxophone was so good. Yeah.
We,
Matthew
we have,
Horwick.
well, we have comments. Let me show you some of the comments we have tonight for the song.
Oh,
Don Carson, love the funk and your voice is so smooth.
wow. How sweet.
Can
Oh,
Candace Bowman, love the arrangement. Was that you arranging? Did you do the arrangement?
no, it's Kinsman. It's his team. Yeah. Team Kinsman Das Band.
Oh,
And Wayne Preston was there as a background vocalist. So Chris Kuda. It's a good thing. It's all live music there. If you hear the steel drums, there's just all
yeah.
live music was actually used on that track, and it's a wonderful. We didn't expect it, but it became really a big hit last year, and it's still charting on smooth jazz stations until now. So I'm so honored to be part of that song. Yeah,
Well,
really
I've
be
been playing
honored.
this. I've been playing this at my station all year. It
Oh
plays
my good.
plays
Thank
plays 20,
you.
21 times a week.
You do? No, I would tell Michael. He would
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah.
And Dennis O'Leary, although there's some spelling errors here, love this. It is really island
Island
sounding.
sounding. I'm the island girl.
Yeah. David
Oh, it
Loman,
was the
he's a
sax.
sax. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt
And
Horwick is a sax. Matt
Trent
Horwick,
Donald
yes.
says, love it. You're getting a lot of people who love your music already.
Oh, thank you guys. I love you too, guys. So much love going on.
I want to spend a few minutes with you talking about songwriting. Artists go about it differently. Do
Mhm.
you see yourself primarily as a lyricist or a composer or both? And how do you go about the process of creating a song? Is it basically the same each time, or how do you do it?
No, no, it's based on I don't know. It's probably I'm an HR person. I in the human resources industry, so I understand people. I meet a lot of people. I handle situations. So I think songwriting is about life. It's a story of everyone. So everyone has a different story to share, and if you actually incorporate all those stories, you could come up with the lyrics, right? That's how I see it. So it's inspiration, situations, experiences, my own experiences, as a person. So, and the people around me. So that's just the whole songwriting process.
So yes, but let's tell me a little bit more about it. Do you keep lyrics and write them down and save them to develop them
Save them,
later?
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had this chicken scratch, and I would
yeah,
put that in notepad. Like when I was writing the "You're the Best Thing," I was like, it was still missing a couple of lyrics. So, and Lavell, well, I'm gonna put this Heidi, and then you're gonna go back. You're gonna have to add lyrics, and I was like walking in Honolulu, like I'm writing something on my phone, like okay, through the highs and through the lows. Okay, and we feel so. That's how I like, cause I was like, based on the story of the song, then you would write on something that's actually more it's consistency. It's like sequence. It's a sequence
right.
of the song. Yes, sequencing song.
Do you ever hum tunes
I do.
and
Yeah,
when you do that, do you ever have you written songs based on
a
you know?
lot. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, because I play piano too, right? So I play piano, so I could come up with some. Actually, I was actually a frustrated DJ when I was in high school. I wanted to, no, I wanted to be a DJ, but so I would go to radio stations in college, and we would go and meet some DJ, and I was so like starstruck by DJ, like oh my god, I wish I could be a DJ. So I would like to arrange. I like arranging songs, sequencing song according to tempo. So that's just one of my interests. Yeah,
One, so okay, so the process isn't the same all the time. It may
it's not
start
the
with a lyric, or
same.
it may start with a tune or a chord
Yeah.
structure. Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
it could start sometimes in the chorus, and sometimes you in the middle, and then you're gonna have to start in the first. So it doesn't have to be first and then second. No, it could be like middle, and then you start somewhere else. Yeah.
well, let's take it from the creation of the song, the songwriting part. Let's talk about how you record in the studio. And the reason I'm asking you this, everyone does this differently too. Some people, they'll have an engineer or a producer or a music director, and they'll sing a bar or a measure. And then other people, will sing the whole song straight through. Some people, will they'll sing a measure over and over and over again. Then the engineer and producer will choose the one of those they want to use for the song. So what's your favorite way of
Preference.
recording? Yeah.
I would warm up because your voice is still sleeping at first. I would sing the whole verse and I would listen to myself, and then as I go along, and then I would do verse per verse. So like line per line, or I would do one stanza per stanza. So depending of how comfortable I am with the song, if I'm not comfortable because I have to go stanza per, lyrics per
Right.
verse per verse. But if I'm more comfortable, I could do one verse and one stanza and then the next one. So, I mean, Island Summer was actually not hard. So, because I kind of like the vibe, it was not hard. I'm not saying it's not challenging, but it's like chill. It's a chill song, and I
Right.
have to just feel the song like I'm singing it. Like I feel like I'm in the island. You're envisioning yourself when you're singing it, right? So you have to feel that you're in this certain location. Like I'm in the beach, I'm chilling. So that's how I feel when I'm singing the song. Yeah.
Just curious. Have you ever gone in the studio and sang it end to end one time and that was it? Did that ever happen to you?
No, never happened. No, it happened with Baby Come Back. I keep when Baby Come Back. I don't know if we should skip stories, but Baby Come Back. The last recording was all the one we used because I don't know, for some reason I don't have enough sleep and I just want to get it really better. But I sounded more husky and more soulful, so I did like it.
Do,
Sometimes
do, you,
it's just your voice.
do you have a music director for your
Yeah,
band?
I do have. I have an audio engineer that guides me. So now I'm working with a new guy, and he's amazing. He's Frank from Studio 333 in Cerritos. But he's also a musician. I love that he's also a musician, and he understands the whole process
Right,
because he's
right.
so he knows. Oh, maybe you should do it this way. I like it, and I listen. I like to hear a lot of suggestions because sometimes you don't really hear yourself much, but other people hear it the way you don't hear yourself sometimes. So I like to get insights from people. Like, what do you think? Do I sound good, or do I
Yeah.
sound good now? Better?
When
Right.
when you
Yeah.
when you do the song, any new song, who's the go-to person that you want them to listen to tell you what they think? Do you have that kind of person?
Uh a lot. Some of my best friends, but some of my girlfriends are not into musical because they want, yeah, okay. So I would rather share it with musicians that I kind of are doing the same type of song. Because if they don't like jazz, well, I don't like jazz, Heidi. I don't know what to say. So I don't like R&B. I like more like country. So it depending on the people that you're talking to, which has the same type of interest that you're doing.
But
So it helps.
you don't have one go-to person who you run all your
Multiple people that I asked to.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of people
Okay.
that I asked to. Yes.
Are you involved in post-production too after the
I
recording's done?
Yeah, I kind of not on the musical side, but more of the whole mixing and how it's going to be mixed. So I would listen it. We would listen to the first mixing, and they would say maybe make the vocals a little bit lower, or maybe the balancing, more of a balancing. Yeah, balancing
Do,
sounds.
do you have you have another go-to person aside from your music engineer who does the mixing
Depending.
and does the
Well,
mix? I want to know if you have somebody who does the mixing, and mastering.
it's always been, now I've been using Pete Tokar for my last three songs because he's amazing and you don't have to tell him what to do because
That's great. Yeah.
he's very special. He's a Grammy when he has worked with the legend. So but I would tell him maybe I want my voice to be a little airy. So I will give suggestions. So but the whole mixing pretty much is he's good. So I don't have any complaints so far. I've worked with Pete and I'm so
Yeah.
glad to work with this guy. So he's
You
really
know,
professional.
people who are just listen to music and buy your music, they don't realize that when you finish a song in the studio, the person who mixes and masters it takes it to a whole different level, and it's made for commercial airtime, and
Yes.
it's a whole different process. That's why
Different process.
that's why most artists don't use their engineer,
Yeah.
studio engineer. They use a separate person. It's another set of ears to hear it in a different way, you know. And so
Yeah, I mean, it's like specialization. If you're specialized on this type of for movies, then you should be the one doing this. If you're more specialized in pop, it's like us. Like if you like jazz, if you're more of a pop, if you're more of a rap, so you kind of go to the people who specialize in those certain types of music and yeah, and experiences. So I mean, experience is always the best. If they've done it many times.
how do you
So.
know how do you know when a song is actually done? When you're saying I'm ready to let go of this, how do you know that?
Yeah, my ears. I know because I'm very critical of everything. I criticize myself too much, and I'm very picky. I mean, I've listened to many music in all my life. I've been performing in a lot of places. I've sang maybe 4 or 5 thousand songs that I can sing. I can sing a phone book. So that's always the joke, the going joke. I could sing. I have listened to, and I know when a song will be a hit song. One time I would go to music. Oh, this song is so good, and I realized it was top one in Billboard. Oh, that's why I like it. I didn't know it was it top. Yeah, it's top one in Billboard, Heidi. Oh my, that's why I loved it because it's really nice. So yeah,
You
I
know,
kind of
the
have
reason,
those ears
the
for
reason,
music.
yeah, the reason I asked you, like, it's been known that somebody like Bruce Springsteen, he'll
Hmm.
work on a song for a full year, one song
Yeah,
before he lets it go, you know?
yeah, yeah.
So, and that's the hardest thing for an artist because
Artists.
I know when I talk to a lot of artists after the song is out there and it's even if it's on Billboard, they
Yeah.
hear things in the song they want to
Mhm.
change. You know?
Oh, trust me, trust me. I always say that. When I was
Yeah.
working with Rex Salas for my first album for the Here Is Where We Meet, I mean, I told Rex, I'm not happy. Let go, Heidi, let go.
Well, you know, he's probably right because at some point you over-engineer the song,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, and it's not the raw song that you really want to put out
yeah.
there. So it's a very difficult, it's a tough, that's one of the toughest decisions when to
Yes.
say it's done, you know?
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he would tell me, well, Vanessa Williams would tell me, because he did the Vanessa Williams album, Rex, like, well, Rex, I want to go back. No, that's it, Vanessa. That's it. We're not going back to studio. So he says the same thing to me, but I'm not happy. I didn't sing it much well. So yeah,
Let,
trust me,
let,
I
let,
say that all the time.
I want the listeners to better understand the challenges that you face every day as a national recording artist, the hard work you put in, the rigors of touring, and how you create a work-life balance that really helps you as a musician. How do you go about balancing all of this?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot, I know, but it helps to stay on the ground, stay like meditate. I have a lot of hobby. I have a garden that I plant my veggies, I plant all my stuff organic, so it keeps me go back to the nature. So I go and I spend a lot of time alone. I do hiking, I do a yoga, I do a lot of things on my own. I pray. So I mean, because it could be chaos. So you got to do a lot of my spiritual belief helps me with staying on the ground and staying focused. It's a
Now, I
lot.
know I know for a long time you were balancing your your second career and you balancing your music career, and you had a
It's hard.
child and you had a
Yeah.
daughter you were raising too.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's another thing. Yeah, it's good that she's grown up now, but in the Philippines it's easy because you have a lot of family that you can depend on. It's probably harder if she was raised here because it's gonna be hard to get nanny. So in the Philippines you can get nanny, your family's there with you, so you kind of have a lot of family support. So it's easy. So I would travel for like 2 months and 1 month, and I would leave her behind when she was still a little girl. So. I was able to do that. And sometimes, there are gigs that I would take her with me because I have a room that night. So the nanny and then she would order so many things. I would tell her, well, baby, you just finished my budget for tonight. So we're not bringing,
Mommy,
you ordered.
mommy, yeah, mommy can't eat. You ate all the money.
Yeah, you ate all the money. You ordered so many things, so I don't have anything to bring home anymore. That was just a going joke.
Well, look, I want to play your newest release, "You're the Best Thing," featuring Lynn Roundtree. And
Yes.
why don't you tell everybody a little bit about the background to this song, where you got the song from? Did you write it? Tell us about
Yes.
it.
Well, you're the best thing. I sent it to Lavell, I think early this year, because I've been trying to do a notepad, like trying to how do you show your appreciation for someone, like your loved one, your partner, your best friend. So I came up with the song, and I started writing in the middle first, and then I started on the first after. So, and I sent him. It's not complete, so I sent it to Lavelle, and he said, "Oh my God, Heidi, this is lovely. You think so? You think people they're gonna love it? Let's do this song. Like, oh, are you sure? Yeah, I'm gonna put a melody to it. I think this is a potential hit song." So he started putting a melody to it. It's not even complete. So when I was on Hawaii, I still have to write some parts of the song, and we came up with the song. But I was already focused on Lynn. Like, and he's not sure. What do you want? Do you want? I want Lynn on this song because this is perfect. Based on what he sent me, the melody, I think Lynn is perfect on this track. So the whole vibe. So soulful, like smooth, right? So yeah, Lynn. When Lynn listened to it, he said, "Oh, I love this song, Heidi. So I want to be part of this song." So we got excited. Oh wow! Now we have a song.
Wonderful. Let's play this for everybody. You're the
Yes.
Best Thing by Heidi Tan, featuring Lynn Roundtree.
Yes.
Every morning when I rise, see the sparkle in your eyes. You're the dream I get to keep. Love so sincere, runs so deep. Walking through the city lights, hand in hand, our hearts take flight. Whispers in the cozy air. You're my answer, you're my prayer. Ooh, ooh. You're the best thing I've ever known. With you, I never felt alone. Your smile's a melody, sweet and divine. In your arms, our hearts align. Laughing in the pouring rain. With you, there's no such thing as pain. Every day's a brand new song. In our hearts, I know I belong. You're the rhythm in my soul. Together, we make each other whole. Every touch is soft caress. You're my lover,
Wow, that is amazing song. You got a lot
Thank
of
you.
here's some
I forgot to send you the music video. I just sent it on Messenger. Like, oh, I didn't give it. The music video was fantastic too.
no yeah, okay, I would have loved to have
It's
seen
okay.
that, but
Yeah,
yeah, that's what you sent me.
it's
um,
okay. There's gonna be next song. We have more songs to work on, so I'm
Magic
gonna come
Smith,
back.
Magic Smith said hello, Heidi. You know
Hi.
Magic?
Now
Okay.
I know.
Carlos Ronaldo, love the groove, great song.
Thank you. Good
Oscar
arrangement.
Rufus, great arrangement. Who's on the drums?
Ask Lavell. He's got all the
Terrific.
boys. Yeah. Also, guitar was
Okay.
fantastic. So yeah,
Lenny Fernandez,
Len
wow.
Roundtree.
You and the
Yeah,
great Lynn Roundtree. Is the song charting?
it's already on the chart on the first week. Yeah, it's streaming. It's charting. Soul charts.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it is
Wonderful.
charting.
Carlos Castaneda. This is a sure hit. Congratulations.
Sure hit. Yes. Thank you. Yes. So
Paul
blessed.
Paul Semmel, where can I get this? Is it on an
The
LP?
single. It's a single. You can get that on Amazon and HeidiTanMusic.com. By the way, I have a promo. If you're gonna buy 2 songs, I'm gonna give you one song for free. So if you're buying 2 songs from me, so you can download it. You can play it anytime. It's on your. It's gonna be with you all forever. So you're gonna keep the song.
So
So
where can they buy it? Where they can get?
HeidiTanMusic.com. It's just my name with music.com if you want to buy it. It's not an LP, but I might include that in an EP, on an EP. So eventually. So we're probably working on an EP. So I might just include that song on the EP. So yes. But it's
Good.
single. Yes. Streaming on Spotify. I mean, all kinds of platforms, Amazon and SoundCloud, everything, YouTube. So yeah, we got
Well,
20,000 streams in less than a week.
that's wonderful.
Thank
And listen,
you.
everybody, if you want to get a chance to have a second song free, go to Heidi's website, HeidiTanMusic.com, and buy it straight off, from Heidi. Can you autograph copies for people?
Yes, and I'm actually coming up with. I'll be the cover girl for Pump It Up magazine. So it's coming August
Oh,
15th. So it's going to be available on my website, but you can also buy it directly. But if you want a signed copy, you got to buy it from me, right?
right.
They're not going to sign it for me, right? I have to sign
Right.
it for you.
We always tell people each week, go to the artist's website, buy it directly from them,
Yeah,
because
please.
when you buy a stream, and
Yeah,
this isn't just about Heidi, it's about the
yeah,
music industry today. When you
yeah.
buy a stream from Amazon, Heidi gets 0.0005 cents.
Yeah, I mean, we
But
spent much money on that.
yeah,
More than
and
we don't deserve it.
exactly. So, I always say go to the artist's website,
Yes.
buy it from the artist. It doesn't cost you much more, but the artist gets to keep more to really
Yeah.
reward them for the music. Music's
Yeah.
one of the few industries where
Yeah.
everybody can get the artist's work, but the artist hardly gets paid. So,
Yeah. We don't get paid. We
yeah,
spend all the money and we still don't get paid, right? I mean, one lot like
exactly.
actors that they get paid as soon as they do acting, they get paid. But music, I mean, and we're independent. You have to realize we're not funded by any investors. We found we have to work our everything just to be able to come up with the music, with the decent music, and still, work, just to be able to come up with a good music. So it's a lot. So I mean, I hope you can really support independent artists like us, like me. So please do that. I would appreciate all your help and support.
You know, I,
Right?
you know, I talk about this, Heidi, almost every week on my show. If you look at the period from the 1950s to the 1990s, you can come up with major bands, iconic bands like the Rolling Stones, or you can go to gospel and find gospel legends or country, and post 1995, name some legends. They're not. The music industry used to be structured, and
Yeah.
for better or for
Yeah.
worse,
Album. Yeah.
record labels and
Record
radio
stores. Yes. Yeah.
record labels and radio controlled the music, helped
Mm-hmm.
develop the artist, invested money in the artist. It was called A&R. And now, like
A&R.
you're pointing out, and we talk about this every week. The artist has
It's
to be
hard.
their own record label. They have to do everything on their own
Yeah.
and pay for the recording studio, pay for
Everything.
upfront costs for travel, for
Tour.
it's
They pay for
yeah,
the tour.
it's expensive, and
Expensive.
that's the reason why I started this show, so people get to
Mhm.
know the artist better, and they support the
Yes.
artist directly.
Thank
That was the
you.
point of the show. So I
Hmm.
want to talk about collaborations. This one you did with Lynn Roundtree. Have you
Yes.
collaborated with any other artists, and what kind of songs were they? And how do you choose a collaborator? How did you choose Lynn? How do you choose anybody?
Um, I listen to their music. First of all, I research. I'm a very good in researching. So it's one of my talent. I do a lot of researching, outsourcing. Again, it's an HR thing, right? It's a human resources.
Yeah,
So it's like a gift and a skill. So
yeah,
I like to listen to a lot of people's music, and I know what exactly I think this would be good vibing. And and you also have to see the status as an artist. What are they doing tour? Are they relevant? Are they doing a lot of hit song? Of course, you want to work with winners, right? Who's winning? Yeah, you want to be part of the winners too. So just like Nils, when I met Nils, and I just said, okay, let's do Baby Come Back. So and he just agreed on working with me. And Nils is just one of a fantastic humble. And I like people who are humble, who's got good attitude, who doesn't have any diva attitude. Like, I'm a superstar, I don't talk to you, nobody thing. I want to talk with people who are humble and more grounded.
yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
Niels has also been on my show, and I know him
Yes.
well. And he's a phenomenal artist, and
Phenomenal. Yes.
he works so hard. And
So hard.
his song "Pacific Coast Highway" is a classic in
Oh
smooth
yeah.
jazz.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yes.
you're really working with some of the top collaborators in
Yes.
smooth jazz and jazz.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly.
let me ask you a thought question. If Since we're talking about collaborations, if you
Yes.
could collaborate with any vocalist, any
Yes.
musician, composer, arranger, producer from any time period, from the
Mhm.
1900s to any time period anywhere in the world, who would you want to collaborate with? Who would be your number one on your bucket list?
If you go to the legends, I probably would love to work with Frank Sinatra, with Tony Bennett. So those are the classic ones. So yeah,
Yeah,
probably
it's fun.
those guys. And Al Jarreau, if he's still alive, right? So
Yeah,
George
you know,
Benson, I still love George Benson until now. I still love him. So Sergio Mendes. So
well, Georgia's still around, but
George is
yeah,
still
yeah.
around. Yes.
But it's funny you mentioned Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett.
Yeah,
Both of them were described by Arthur Fiedler, the Boston Pops, as having perfect pitch.
they have.
And,
They do.
and in fact,
They do
Arthur
have
Fiedler
perfect.
said that people in the Boston Pops orchestra would tune their instruments to Frank's voice. That's how perfect his pitch was.
I
Yeah,
know. Very
yeah,
admirable. It's mind
yeah.
blowing. Yeah. Yeah. It's mind
Well,
blowing.
let's
I mean,
we're starting to run out of time. Let's play another
yeah, we
song
can
for
talk the whole
everybody.
day.
Yeah, let's play "Missing You," and then after we play the song, you can tell everybody about it. Okay?
Yes, in my plans.
Okay. Here's "Missing You" by Heidi Tan. That was beautiful, Heidi.
Yeah, that song was my first ever hit song that I don't know any station back then. And I would go, where do I go? What do I do? When I was 2020, missing you.
Here's yeah. Here are some comments. Um,
Oh,
a love song, beautiful.
love song, yes.
Love this. You have a great ear for rhythms.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Dolores Adams. I really enjoyed the evening. I plan to become a fan and buy
Oh,
all of it.
oh, thank you so much. Wish I could
Here's
see you in California, huh?
here's another one. Dolores Adams. I really enjoyed the evening. I'm planning on becoming a fan. Oh, I just we just did
Yeah, I
that one.
just read it, yes.
Um, Toby
Sax
McDaniels.
solo,
Beautiful
yes.
song. Love the sax
Sax
solo
solo.
and vibe. Steve Miller. You have a new fan.
Thank you. Wow.
Magic
Magic
Smith.
Smith.
Nice.
Wow. Wow. You have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
popular. You're
You're
popular, Mel.
you're popular. People tuning into. They're not here to hear me. They're here to hear you. Okay.
Thank you guys. I mean, you guys are making me inspired to do more on songs. Because sometimes, like, I'm tired. This is tiring. I just want to give up. I just want to work in the office and come home and just relax, right? I mean,
Right.
sometimes you think about it's really hard because of the financial situation, because you spend so much money and you don't know when your ROI is coming, right?
Right. Right. Right.
It's a
Well,
lot.
look, this has been so far a wonderful evening, and people are really enjoying your music. What would you like to tell your many fans and people listening in tonight who are becoming fans? What would you like to tell our listeners after many years as an artist
Yeah.
about what still inspires you to keep producing more music?
I think it's not even about money anymore. I know money has something to do with it because without it, there's never going to be music release, right? But it's more like inspiring people because I would get random messages. You know what? I am depressed and I listen to you and if you can do it, I was thinking, well, Heidi, well, she had this journey. If she can do it, maybe I can do it too. So it's like you're inspiring people. They're living their dreams and they would send you like those are the things that makes me think like maybe I am in the right place. So this is what God wants me to do. So it's hard, but I think this is just part of the challenge. But I'm embracing every single day of it. That I'm doing a lot of the journey. But there's also joy as much as pain and challenge. There's also a lot of joy.
That's so beautiful, Heidi. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, you are an inspiration, I'm sure, to a lot of women and a lot of young people, who follow you. Look, we're coming to the end of our time together tonight, and I want to play the last song of the evening. And you were awarded the Best New Jazz Artist last September in
Yes.
2024 at Top
Yes.
Awards in Los Angeles.
Yes.
The song is Good Vibes.
Good vibes.
You wrote it with Mike Harrison. It
Mike
won an
Harrison.
award. It
Yeah,
won an
and
award for Best
and
New
actually
Soul.
won that song. I mean, if I may interrupt you, that was in Netherlands. They gave me a Best in Soul. I won in a Fair Play Country Music Awards. I competed against 42 countries, and they sent me a congratulatory email that you good vibes won. Like what? I was so shocked. Like yeah, good vibes
Well,
won.
let's play Good Vibes for
Good
everybody.
vibes.
I'm sure they're gonna love it, and then we'll
Thank
talk a
you.
little bit more. Okay.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Mm. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, give those good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. Oh, let's make today a celebration. So glad that I found you. Baby, what a sweet sensation. I'm so in love, it's true. Yeah, yeah. I caress, your love and tenderness carries me through the day. It's total happiness with you right next to me. I just wanna sing and say, give me those good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. I like the way your smile excites me. Never felt this good. Stay with me, it feels forever. I'm so caught up, it's true. Yeah, yeah. I like your sweet caress, your love and tenderness carries me through the day. It's total happiness with you right next to me. I just wanna sing and say, give me those good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. I love the sweet caress, your love and tenderness carries me through the day. It's total happiness with you right next to me. I just wanna sing and say, good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. I like the way your smile excites me. Never felt this good. Well, just stay with me. It feels forever. I'm so caught up. It's true. Give me those good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. Oh.
If I played the re
Emil,
if I played the remix, that's what you sent me.
I sent you a lot of wrong stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm just so. It's just a lot. Yeah, that song was actually re-released again because when we released it, John Litch was actually part of the song, but he withdrew and then he chased us. Well, you didn't add me, so we had to re-release the song. There's a lot of confusion, and we came up with the remix. That remix, he didn't chase us because he had nothing to do. But the first, the original "Good Vibes" was the one. Oh well, you didn't add me because you said you don't want to. So we had to. So we took the song out and we had to release it again. There's some songwriting. There's a lot of some drama going on. With
Of
songwriting and
course.
songwriters. It's unavoidable, but anything can be communicated. Like I don't like that people will tell you're stealing because I don't like to steal. I mean,
Right.
I don't mind splitting publishing rights, royalties. What you deserve is what you deserve. So there's no room for selfishness and being greedy in the music industry. I mean, everything can be shared.
The
Love and
music,
passion, yes.
yeah, but the music industry, I've been involved in financial services most of my life, and the music industry too. And the music industry is probably one of the worst when it comes to
Worst,
fair
yes,
play and,
a
and nice
lot.
people. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Too
Here's some
much, too
comments you
much.
have. Danny Parsons, my feet are moving, sister.
It's a remix.
Rebecca
Great
Reese,
dance
great
tune,
great
yeah.
dance tune.
Yeah.
Joel Peterson, Bring on the funk girl,
Bring the funk girl, right? Yeah.
Dolly Brinkman. You really are multi-genre.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, you didn't even play all my songs. I still have a lot of songs.
Yeah. Carol Lassiter. Great evening, Heidi and Mel. Thank you both. Great interview.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Well,
Mel. Look at you.
well,
You're the best.
well, thank you. I've enjoyed every minute of this. Well,
Yeah,
look, the time is running out.
it is.
So, what would you like to tell everyone? One thing that you want them to know when they listen to your music. One thing that you want them to know about Heidi Tan when they hear your music.
Well, when they listen to my music, it's always coming from my experiences, from what I express. It's like expressing my feelings and my insights, my emotions. It's like my authentic self is coming out whenever I sing a song. It's just my personal experiences. That's how I come up with interpreting a song. So yes,
Wonderful,
yes,
wonderful. That's really great.
yeah.
People remember that when they listen to your music. Well, Heidi, look, it's been a real pleasure, and tell the audience how they can become a fan, where they can buy your music, and where they can learn more about you, your website, social media. Tell everybody about that.
Yes, they can follow me at Heidi Tan Music on Instagram. Actually, if you go to Google and type my name, Heidi Tan, singer, and then everything will just come out. I mean, all the platforms, all the write-up, I mean, I'm not, at this point, I'm not so hard to find anymore. Unlike before, 5 years ago, I wouldn't say the same.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
Heidi.
Yeah.
Well, look, this has been a real pleasure, and I want to have you back again.
Yeah.
When you're going to drop some new music.
Yeah, we do. We're dropping another song. I mean, please tell Lavell to hurry up.
Yeah. And just for everybody to know, if you tune into sourcetvradio.com every day, you'll hear Heidi's music on our station. We play a lot of her music, a lot of her songs.
Thank you.
Quite a few songs you haven't even heard tonight. So be sure
Yes.
to tune in and listen to Heidi. So again, Heidi, thank you so much, and we'll definitely have you come back. And it's been a wonderful evening with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you at Aloha Jazz Festival next month. And
Yeah,
Blue
hang
Note,
around there.
I'll be there.
Hang around.
Yes.
Hang around after. We'll talk.
Okay. See ya. Bye, guys. Love you. Love.
Well, that was a wonderful, wonderful Heidi Tan. Spectacular vocalist, great music composer, great lyricist, just an all-around great person. Tune in next week because we have another great songstress for you, the sax playing wonderful Paula Atherton, and you'll love Paula's music as much as you love Heidi's. So everybody, I want to say good night to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll be seeing you soon. Good night, everyone.
I'm Mel Albin. I'm the host and the founder of the Jazz Confusion Power
My name
Hour.
is Dion Parson, and I'm honored to share my passion of music with you, our listening audience, through my cultural heritage.
Things can change for you too. If you want to be brand new, that is absolutely possible.